This evening, we're looking out for your health as COVID cases increase and new studies reveal new information about the disease. Hennepin County is back in yellow territory according to the CDC's community transmission map. As WCCO's Jonah Kaplan explains, one of the biggest changes between now and when the pandemic started is the data.
Remember, it's called COVID-19 because in 2019 it was a new coronavirus. COVID isn't old news in 2022, it's just evolving.
The first time I had it, it was like, whoa, breakthrough, you're vaccinated and you got COVID. It was a rare thing, and now we know that happens all the time.
WCCO's Caroline Cummings, she knows she's not supposed to be the story. But Caroline's important first-person perspective last year helping us better understand the Delta wave. This summer, she's not ashamed to tell us she tested positive for COVID again, but this time a subvariant of Omicron.
The headache was new. I hadn't remembered that the previous time. It was different enough that, or subtle enough that I just, if I wasn't taking an extra precaution just because I was coming into work with others and I did have a little mild symptoms, I could have just gone about my business and worked.
We're grateful she didn't, and so are physicians who worry now about those coy but contagious symptoms spreading to those who are more vulnerable. Once again, the latest data showing COVID continuing to threaten seniors and those with pre-existing conditions, even if we've moved on from the obvious loss of taste and smell or the frantic search for a ventilator.
I think the shortness of breath piece is less than what we saw early on. The cough and fever piece looks very similar. I think we're seeing symptoms that you wouldn't think of as respiratory symptoms, maybe the predominant way someone is showing up. If you're in your 80s or in your 90s and are sick enough to be hospitalized and you test positive for COVID-19, weakness may be your presenting complaint.
Let's reinforce this fact too. Vaccines do a remarkable job keeping people alive and out of the hospital, just like living a healthy lifestyle too. Jonah Kaplan, WCCO 4 News.
There are now 4 choices for a COVID-19 vaccine after the FDA gave its emergency use authorization to Novavax this week. Around 30 million American adults remain unvaccinated.